Well folks, wank going back? Well folks, welcome back to Backroad Hero. This is August 2022 and it's all changed in the Backroad Hero garage. Jaguar XF is up for sale. It might well be gone by the time you see this. And the XKR is up for sale. Of the 4 cars that Robin left us, left my wife more in particular, we decided to keep the Maserati 3200 GT. He just loved that car. It was kind of the first proper performance classic that he ever had, and he just loved it. The Range Rover we're going to keep because it's a beautiful thing. It's comfortable for day-to-day use. It doesn't really cost the earth as what you would expect to run. It's doing about 30 miles to the gallon on a nice M40 run down to Heathrow, about 110 miles round trip. So those 30 miles to the gallon put to good use. And not dissimilar to running the Alfa Romeo Giulia, so I'm just kind of keep the mileage down a little bit more on that. 34,000 miles or thereabouts. I suppose it's a 5-year-old car now, so it's not really that mega mileage. But as with all these sorts of things, Italians, at least it's not Ferrari. A Ferrari at 34,000 miles is really is done. Well, it's not done, but you know what? There are so many low mileage Ferraris out there. You may as well say, well, this is a high mileage one. In the Alfa community, it's not really. So anyway, I digress. Big news, we're going electric, folks. Decided to take the jump, mostly due to income tax. We've got a company car scheme where I can pay for a lease car. I can pay for it on my gross salary. So I recoup some of that personal allowance. I save an additional 40% tax on it. Includes insurance, includes servicing and all the running costs, tires and everything else. Taking it for 4 years, and 10,000 miles a year initially. That can always be adjusted, but more importantly, we're going MEB platform. So the Volkswagen Group have the MEB platform, a modular platform that is used for a lot of their electric vehicles. So they've got the ID4, ID5 for the Volkswagens. We've got the Audi Q4 e-tron, but the one we've decided to go and get is a Skoda Enyaq. Not just any Enyaq, it's the most powerful Skoda they have ever produced, if not the fastest. And it's the Enyaq VRS in hyper green. Get a load of this. So it's going to be seen. It does over 300 miles to a charge. It'll rapid charge to 135 kilowatts. So it's usable on an everyday. Of course, we're lucky we've got the driveway. We can stick it in, charge it overnight. We're already on Octopus. I don't know if we change it to the specific EV tariffs, only because the way we run our house is we have got an air source heat pump. So everything that goes into our house is electric. We need to be able to average that pretty much over the course of the day. I've ordered it and they've said that it's going to be 25 weeks. Now I was expecting something like 18 months, maybe to 2 years, as people are bandying around in Europe for an Enyaq. I'll know more in November whether we're actually going to get delivery around about February time. That's what's expected. But in the meantime, I'm hoping that I can contact Skoda, and they're over at Milton Keynes, the press office anyway. We'll try and get a press car, doing a little bit on that. So to that end, I have started a new YouTube channel. Yet another one. I've got E46 Racer for the race car. I've got this one. The new one is called EV Peasy. Hey, get that? EV Peasy. I've also got evpeasy.com, evpeasy.co.uk. I've had that for a little while. I was thinking of doing mild hybrid conversions for the A-Series engine. P0 mild hybrid 48 volt systems never really came to fruition. EV Peasy then. We've over 1,000 people follow that page. It's been going for a few years now. I haven't made it known to anyone, but sharing all of my research and knowledge on the EV world. So I'm not going into this entirely with my eyes closed. I know about the systems. I've been trying to get into an EV for years and years and years, and there is nothing yet that has tickled my fancy. there is another one on the horizon, folks, and I'm really excited about this one. You may not have heard of him before, but you might have. It's a guy called Enyaq Fisker. He designed a thing called the Fisker Karma. This is pre-Tesla Model S, and in fact Enyaq had some of the design. He was taken on the team for the early design for the Tesla Model S, and then he had a bit of a spat with Elon, won the case, and went from there. Zoom on a few years, Enyaq and his wife Geeta start a company called Fisker Inc. If you haven't heard of it, you will do in the next couple of years. The Fisker Ocean. First UK cars coming next July. I tried to get the limited edition one, the Ocean 1. Get this, 550 horsepower, sub 4 seconds 0 to 60, 390 miles WLTP range for under 60 grand. Yeah, you heard that. That's serious technology, serious range. It's got all sorts of nice features, and I'll be doing a piece on that, the road to the ocean, pretty soon. I've got a reservation in, might not see it until 2024. I'll talk about the specs and stuff. I think we'll probably end up going for the ultra spec, 380 miles range, full opening kind of pano roof. It's got 4-wheel drive, it's got doggy windows, it's got California mode. More importantly, it's still up over 500 horsepower. So fun being the order of the game, and practicality because it's an SUV. Lord knows where I'm going to find the money, but I'm gonna stick my oar in. They do lots of interesting things, but anyway, I digress. Please stand by for full features on that. I'll be going into more depth on the EV Peasy channel. This one I'll be dedicated more to kind of road test adventures and things like that. So if you want to, I'll stick a link down below. Please hit the old subscribe button for the YouTube channel. We'll get a unique URL at 100 subscribers, and then on to monetization at 1,000. So until I get that, I'm just gonna chug along with that one. So that's pretty much it. 2 electric vehicles coming, 2 ICE ones disappearing. We've still got plenty to play with. Just did the racing with Clarkson, all for Cancer Research UK, and you can see that in the channel, or the whatever you want to do. You'll find it, I'm sure, in the Jaguar XKR. Next one's the Range Rover. 850 miles on a single tank of fuel. Oh dear. Well, challenges are supposed to be difficult, not easy. So we've got all of that to do. Well, thanks for stopping by. That's it for August. Lots of changes. Thanks for sticking by, folks. You know what? I was getting a bit weary. I have to say, maybe it was just a function of Robin's passing or whatever, and I didn't feel much like doing much on the YouTube. So yeah, thanks for all your kind comments, especially those related to the challenge in the Jaguar. So till the next time, don't forget to subscribe to that, the new one, the EV Peasy, if you're interested at all in electric vehicles. If you're not, well, you know what, it is the future, guys. All the best now. Bye bye.